Good. All right, welcome back to Anime Am I the Asshole? So, another Anime Am I the Asshole, of course. Ready? You know, you do your thing. So, time to
I love
respond
it.
to it. So, am I the asshole for not letting my friend borrow my cosplay because I didn't think she respected the character? So,
Hmm.
I, 21 female, am a cosplayer and a huge anime fan. Like, I've been building props, sewing costumes since high school. One of my favorite characters is Rukia from Bleach. I relate to her personality a lot,
Ooh.
and I worked hard on her Soul Reaper uniform. It's fully handmade and one of the best pieces I've ever created. A friend of
Damn.
mine, 22 female, let's call her M, is relatively new to anime. She recently got into Bleach after watching the Thousand Year Blood War arc with us. She liked the show and decided she wants to cosplay Rukia for an upcoming con. She asked to borrow my cosplay so she wouldn't have to spend money or find her own. Here's the thing though, M doesn't really care about cosplaying or crafting. She's the kind of person who says things like, it's just dress up, or no one actually looks like the characters anyway. She also once spilled ramen all over someone else's wig at a sleepover and just laughed it off. So I told her I'd rather not lend her the costume because it's sentimental and it's custom made. And I don't trust that she'll treat it with care. She got really upset, said I was gatekeeping, being elitist, and taking cosplay way too seriously. Now a couple of our mutual friends are saying that I should have just let her wear it and I should stop being sensitive about fictional characters. Okay. But to me, it's not about a character being fictional. It's about the time, money, and emotion I've put into something I care about. So, am I the asshole?
Yes and no. So I was more leaning yes until further down, and then now I'm no.
Until
so
the comments. Okay.
Yeah. So yes, because so my first questions were going to be, how long have you known her, right? Like, how good of a friend is she? Like, if me and you were going to a con and I put effort into a costume, okay, how about this? For example, I woodwork, so I can create things from nothing, and I also like just put stuff together. So like my Maui hook that I carved, if you asked me to borrow that for, like, say you were doing a Maui cosplay for whatever reason, I would be like, sure, yeah, because I trust you, and we're gonna be there together, and you're my best friend. So like I would say yes, of course. So that was going to be my first question. It'd be like, how long have you known this friend? So she was like, then she spelled soup on somebody's wig, and then she laughed and like this and that. Because then I was going to be like, one, are you going to be there with her so you can watch her with it? Two, you need to make like an agreement and be like, hey, if you fuck this up, like, you're going to have to pay me to fix it or pay me to do whatever. Because those cosplays, even with Rukia's, how you might just think it's just a black robe and a sword and maybe like the go tie thing. Well, she's not a captain yet. She becomes a captain, but I don't know if she did the captain one or the regular Rukia one. Those things can still get expensive, like sewing and everything. Like, coming from somebody who builds things from scratch, like, it takes time and effort. So I was gonna say, yeah, you're an asshole, just like let her borrow the shit if you're gonna be there with her, if she's your good friend, if like, whatever. But then it got further into like how she acts about it, and then now I'm like, now not really, because you were an asshole until she started making those comments, and then now you kind of just dodged a bullet, because like, yeah, I don't think she will respect the costume. I don't think she will respect it. She'll probably be sitting there eating the sloppiest of pizzas at the con with the costume on, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, low key, go to Amazon. You find a Bleach costume for like $100. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would have edited that title to not, am I the asshole for not letting, because she doesn't respect the character. Because at that point I was like, I don't give a fuck if you respect the character or not. Maui is like my thing. That's literally my nickname. If you wanted to be him, like, I want to be like, you don't know Maui like I do. You can't like that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? I would have edited to like, because she won't respect the time and effort I put into something. I know it's a longer title, but getting deeper into like how her friend acts around these things, yeah, no, because you know her and you know she won't respect it, she'll fuck it up in some kind of way, or she doesn't give a shit, then no, you reserve the right to not let somebody borrow your shit, especially if you know they're not going to respect the costume. I don't care about the character, but at least the costume and the time you put into it. So no, she's not an asshole.
Nah. I kind of agree with you. I do believe she's not an asshole because of how the friend is. Because like you said, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money just creating that costume yourself. And you have that That feeling of I accomplished something.
Yeah.
This is something that I created. Just to let somebody else borrow it and get ramen noodles all over it, or spill alcohol over it because they're just getting drunk at a con somewhere. Like that's like it's. I don't want to give something that I created. And like you said, they can just go to Amazon. They can buy it off Amazon, $20, $30, $40 if they really want to cosplay it. So why do you specifically need my cosplay to do that when I know you don't really care that much about it? It's a slippery slope. You let her do it and she does something. Maybe she doesn't do something and you do it again the next time over something even more expensive or even more valuable. And then she rips it. Like, it's really not something you really want to get into, honestly. No, it's not worth it. But we do have a few top comments on the subject. So first one, not the asshole. Cosplay is art. You're not required to loan your work to someone who doesn't respect it or take care of those borrowed things. Agreed.
Same.
Like you really don't have to give what you create to somebody else just because they want it. Maybe the asshole, maybe not the asshole. You could have softened how you said no. But she also shouldn't have guilt tripped you for protecting something that's personal.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at. I was like, she could have just been like, because then my first question again was like, how long have you known her? Are y'all like best friends? Because then like, why are you being such a dick about it? But then now knowing she knows that this is how her friend is, like, it'd be like, yeah, fuck no. But the way she responded to her, I'd been like, oh, now you're definitely not fucking getting it. Because the friend could have been like, no, I promise, like, I'll take care of it. I promise, like, if anything happens, I'll pay for it. I just really want to cosplay. But instead, she was like, fuck you and your costume. Like, I don't care about it at all. It's just a silly little costume, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then it's like, okay, you're definitely not getting it.
And then going to other friends of ours and telling them the situation so they can come back to me like, oh, it's just a fictional character. Excuse you? What do you mean by fictional? This is real life.
Cool. Yeah, right. The character is fictional, but guess what? I also got like threaded azalea from India to make this I don't know, something. I got Persian silk for my go tie outfit. Like, of course, like, it
don't matter how fictional they are. That's time, that's money. You're the asshole. If you trust her as your friend, you could have given her a chance. Maybe with ground rules. Gatekeeping does hurt the community sometimes.
But here, I wouldn't have, if you saw how she acted, I don't even think ground rules would matter.
Yeah, like, because like, don't eat with it on.
Again, if you're going to a con with her, that would have been my one thing. Like, if she's going by herself, I'd have probably been like, no. But if you're going with her, cool. But if you're like, hey, you can't drink, yellow juice with it or something crazy. You can't eat pizza or mustard, and she's like, what the fuck? Like, she probably would sneak off and eat anyways. Eat a big ass hot dog. Go to the glizzy stand and get her a mustard covered hot dog and she'll come back just yellow stains.
Is she going with her? Like, if she's going by herself, definitely not. If they're going together, then maybe. If I can
depends on how the conversation goes. Yeah.
But we do have an update. Am I the asshole for not letting my friend borrow my Rukia cosplay because I didn't think she would respect the character? Hey everyone, thanks for the comments on my original post. I didn't expect so many people to relate. A lot of you asked for an update, so here we go. After an argument, M didn't want to talk to me for almost a week. Okay. It was awkward because we're in the same anime group chat, and she kept making passive-aggressive jokes like, guess I'll just come in a trash bag.
Why is she in an anime group chat and she's not even an anime fan and doesn't
Remember
care about
they watched it together, so I guess she was like, I'm an
anime
fan.
Watched one arc and she's now in the anime chat. That's crazy. You know what I had to do to get in my chat?
Folks. The first season of Bleach, when I was watching as a kid, it got me. I was clutching at my pearls. Making passive-aggressive jokes like, guess I'll just... and she kept making passive-aggressive jokes like, guess I'll just come in a trash bag, or don't worry, I won't disrespect any sacred fabric. Like... Okay, bitch.
You're not helping your case. Bro.
Okay, like, bitch, relax. I tried to clear the air and offered to help her put together her own Rukia cosplay, using budget-friendly options, and yeah, exactly, because I definitely wouldn't. And even a spare wig that I had. I thought this was a good compromise. Her response: if I have to do it all myself, I might as well not cosplay at all. See? Yeah. Not the asshole.
Yo, are you the admin? Asshole. Are you the admin to kick her out the chat? I'd have been kicked her out the chat.
That would have been the end of her days. So she didn't. She still came to the con with us. Okay, so they were going together. but she didn't dress up. She acted cold the whole entire time, barely took pics, and when someone complimented my Rukia cosplay, she rolled her eyes. Later, I heard from another friend that she told people I didn't believe casual fans deserve the cosplay, which is not what I said or what I... Hey, that's what I...
Yeah, that's crazy. She can't be a friend anymore. Why are we friends with her still?
That's not... that's how you make anime antagonists right there. At this point, I'm wondering if the friendship's even worth saving. I thought boundaries were okay, especially something I handmade, but now I feel like I'm being painted as some cosplay snob, and it is honestly exhausting. So I guess thanks to everyone who told me to stick to my gut, it helps knowing I wasn't being unreasonable. Still, part of it feels like my bad. I never wanted this thing to become a thing, and I just didn't want my costume to be trash. Thanks again. Yeah, not the asshole. She showed her true colors at the end.
Yeah, she 100% did, because it's like, you're not helping it by constantly disrespecting my work. And like, she needed to tell her and put her foot down and be like, it's not about the character, it's about the work. Because here's the thing, and even if talking about her being a good friend, she might have let her borrow it even though she was gonna wear it in the first place, because obviously she wore the Rukia costume to the con, her own Rukia costume. She was potentially gonna let her friend do it instead. And now, but like, she needed to put her foot down and be like, it's not about the character. I don't care what character it is or what I want to wear. It's about the time and money I put into creating something. Like, I'm not just gonna, if I know you're not gonna respect it, then I'm not gonna give it to you. It has nothing to do with the character. It has nothing to do with the anime or you being a casual fan. Can you respect it? You could watch one episode of a show I love, like you, David. You could watch one episode of a show I love and say I had like a Jet costume, right? And you were like, bro, I really want to be Jet for this con. And I'd be like, here you go. Because I know you would respect the shit, right? Like I know you would respect it. But if we have that type of friendship, but if you're just like, if I know that all the outfits that you've worn or like other outfits other people worn, you spilled shit on, you've like tossed on the table or like threw on the floor or like, you know, kind of walked on and shit, I'd be like, I'm not giving you that, my costume. That's not, you know, like that's ridiculous. Yeah,
I got a question for you then.
They don't need to be friends.
In this situation, would you charge her? Would you say, okay, I in your mind, you'd be like, I know how she is with things, so even if she were to accidentally rip it, maybe I should charge her a rental fee. Would you do that?
So I'm gonna say no, only because it sounded like she was trying to maintain the friendship anyways, and her doing that kind of makes, now hear me out, we shouldn't care what other people think of us, but her charging her friend a rental fee of a costume without, and then her going out and telling people, that starts to seem snobby. But again,
refundable, like $100 refundable rental fee.
But to be fair, I would have already established the ground rule, like, hey, if you fuck this costume up, like, you're paying me. But again, she could not. She could mess it up and be like, I'm not paying you. You know? But that conversation would come up long before any of these other arguments. Because after that, I'm like, I'm not giving you anything. Like, you're sitting here disrespecting me in our group chat. You really think this is going to make me give you this costume? Like, why would I do that? But I would think about it. I would 100% be like, all right, you give me $100 and I'll give it back to you when we come back from this con. Like, you know, as long as everything's top shape with it. Like, I don't, here's the thing, if your friend is the type of person that you have to do that to, I don't think you should be lending them anything or really being friends with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't consider lending anybody anything if I knew I had to charge them before I gave it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I feel you. Sometimes people are just irresponsible and hella clumsy. And if she also acknowledges that she's hella clumsy, then
yeah, I guess it depends on your dynamic of your friendship.
Yeah.
Like, if she knows, like, hey, like, I know or whatever, I'll give you, you know, whatever. I think it'd be better if it was coming from instead of the other way around. Yeah. Like, if I was clumsy and you weren't, and I was like, hey, I really want to borrow your Luffy hat and that like Hawaiian shirt, like, I'll give you $50 to like just to wear it for the day. I know I've messed my own stuff up, but like, I'll give you $50, you give it back to me once I give you your stuff back. Like, that's the dynamic you have to have, though. It sounds like they don't have a good friend dynamic in the first place. So yeah, she can, I'm gonna bop her out the group chat. Hey, this is the new chat, y'all. This is the new chat, y'all.
Apparently they got side chats. Why are they talking to each other behind my back?
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah, I'd have just left.
Side chat?
I'm like, I guess I'm starting a new friend group. Look, y'all are on her side, and she spilled soup on your wig, and you still on her side. That's crazy. That's crazy.
My way is left the conversation.
Yeah, right.
The last
right.
time
Yo, peace out.